found a way into the storm, but getting there will be difficult.
My fun is just beginning.
We've news from Suncrown. The light bloom has all but devoured the village. The Amani will pay for this.
You invaded our land. You killed my people. This is what I think of you and your light. How many of our secret traditions have you broken, child?
We cannot risk our people for outsiders. How will you fare lost in the void? Erica, what the hell are you doing here?
Mother, thank the light.
My forces are as boundless as my power.
We will not let Xal'Atath and her devouring host take this city!
Why spend your last moments in agony? I've already won.
All you've done is unite us.
Greetings.
Nazara Caverns. All drawn bright red.
While Lady Liedrin was in Zul'Aman, she took note of one tribe, the Vile Branch, brutalizing the other forest trolls and their lord. They live up to their name by wanton use of necromancy. Enter their caverns and put a stop to their black magic.
Objectives. Complete the Nazara Caverns dungeon on any difficulty.
With perseverance and strength.
Midnight. World quests.
The void seeks to divide us, to drive a wedge between kin and kingdom alike. We cannot allow it. Everywhere I turn, I hear of those struggling families displaced, defenders overwhelmed, healers stretched thin. No blade nor spell alone will turn this tide, but the strength of many hearts united can. Go forth and lend your aid where it is needed most.
Objectives. Complete world quests in
Sun Reapers
Archmage Ethis Sun
will defend
Late
what
Night
remains.
Training. Week 1 of 3.
Well,
May we next meet
BA.
under
A soaring
better
path through time.
circumstances.
It was a time of forging new alliances and enemies. Reminisce with me about the great dragon aspects and their return to glory. Venture back in time to the Dragon Isles and return with what knowledge you can.
Objectives. Complete 5 time walking dungeons.
It is important we
BA.
use our power wisely.
Anu Belore Delana. Sun, chase your shadows. Zenua Manore. Anubala Belore Alan.
blossoms drift
Silverman.
high in the skies
The season of
above.
Midsummer is celebrated by
Set
many
them
cultures across
aflame
Azeroth.
as tribute
Even
to
now, bonfires
Anshe.
across the land are ignited in honor of the spirits of fire. To share
Come see my wares.
Xal'atath. Welcome to the grand collaboration between the Zinchirai Trading Post and the TNW Trading Post.
Spirits bring you good fortune. Welcome to the
Xal'atath.
trading post. Goodbye now.
Can I be of
Help.
aid?
Ignite the skies.
Sun, guide your path.
The dark times will
Tailoring services
pass.
requested. Captain Player sworn.
Welcome back, Traitors. If you're still interested in working with the Artisans Consortium, we would value your aid. We need highly skilled artisans to craft supplies for the war effort. If you're working with Silver with high standards of quality, please fill any public crafting orders you find on the board. You can also fill orders for yourself, your guildmates, or private patrons. Bring back proof of completed orders and I'll see that you're adequately compensated.
Objectives. Fill tailoring crafting orders for the Artisans Consortium.
Farewell.
Glory to the Sindora.
Doladas. Splintered Radiance.
When captured at just the right moment, the power exuding from an object can be crystallized into splinters of raw magical energy. The result is dazzling, like beams of sunlight splitting as they stream through a window. Bring me some of these shards. My work cannot continue without them.
Objectives. Collect 10 Radiant Shards and deliver it to Doladas and Silver Moon.
We shall not falter. Zul'Aman.
Oh, they glow with such wonderful power. These should do nicely.
May the eternal sun guide you.
With perseverance, strength.
Our enemies will
Tailoring
fall.
services requested. Captain Flare sworn.
You have our gratitude, priest. Silver Moon stands stronger thanks to your skills.
The reckoning is at hand.
Anguish still
Preferential killing.
lingers on you.
The anguish you brought me has been impeccable. As potent and complex as a finely aged blood. Normally, scrying the rough whereabouts of our targets takes me time and power. But using these overflowing stores of anguish, I can find anyone you desire to slaughter. You have done well, my champion. You deserve to reap this bounty. Tell me what you want.
Objectives. Speak to Astalar to select a customized prey target, zone, and difficulty.
The Sunwell will soon be obsolete. Sinu Amanore.
Ah, a priest who knows precisely what they want. Very well. Which target do you seek to slaughter? That one should do nicely. An adequate hunt.
Jorel-Aran.
Astalar.
Angry, I admire the tenacity of my void-fallen brethren. Let us harness it. What pleasure will you bring me today?
I knew you couldn't sing. Ignite the skies. Stormwind.
Tis the blossom lights drift above on a summer
Reignite the
breeze.
skies.
Set them
Stormwind.
ablaze and
Welcome to
honor
the
the
Midsummer
Fire
Festival of Fire,
Festival.
friend. Have you come to toss a few torches? Or maybe dance around the maypole? Ah, you must be here to ignite the blossom lights over the skies of Stormwind, aren't you? It is an old tradition, long forgotten but newly rekindled. Well, come on then, take to the skies and fly. Objectives. Ignite the skies by flying through the blossoms over Stormwind.
The blossom lights drift above on a
Unusual
summer
activity.
breeze. Set them ablaze and honor the Fire Festival.
What can I do for you?
See you around.
Torch tossing.
For the Alliance.
Torch tossing. Torch catching.
Have a good one.
Master. More torch tossing.
Hello, fire juggler. Are you having fun and making fiery mayhem? That's what I like to hear. Now, do you think you're an expert at torch tossing? Then I have a test for you.
You need something?
Master Fire Eater.
Behold, the flames of summer.
Can I help you?
Master Fire.
What can I do for you? See you
Careful,
later.
don't get burned.
Hey there.
Master.
For the Alliance.
Torch catching.
See you
Now that
around.
you can throw a torch, let's see if you can catch one. Take this sack on the torches. On fire and throw a torch high into the air. Catch it before it hits the ground, then throw it back up. Catch 4 then come back to me. Careful. They're dangerous if they hit the ground. Good luck.
Catch 4 torches and speak to the Master Fire Eater.
Come, share a story.
Read.
Fly high. May wind guide you.
Ignite the skies. Southern Eastern Kingdoms.
The summer festival of fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
You need something?
Torch
See
catching.
you later.
More.
Be careful. What can I do for you?
More.
What's on your mind?
Incense for the summer scorched links. Festival War Master.
Did you know that our festival fires burn in every land with an alliance settlement? Flame wardens tend to them in camps outside of each town, ensuring the bonfires are bright and the celebrations continue. With each flame warden is a summer scorchling and emissary to the elemental spirits of fire. Would you like to honor a scorchling, Anian? Take this summer incense and bring it to any summer scorchling. Appease a little fire spirit, and it may reward you.
Objective. The Festival War Master wants you to take summer incense to a summer scorched moon outside of the Alliance settlement.
The summer festival of fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
Safe travels.
The summer festival of fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
Day to you.
As an off-lane.
Have a good one.
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Content an off-lane.
What brings you here?
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the Valshare of flame.
Foul poison seeps into the waters of Mistveil. I feel in my bones that it must be the work of a corrupt druid. Seek out the Defiler and end this affliction.
the tale of how Skovald stole his title of king. Witness the treachery he showed the one who bore him.
Ley lines darken across Suramar as the Grand Magistrix's forces act from the shadows. Use my spectacles to see beyond sight and root out the source of this interference.
Years beneath a false sky, and we emerged to see the real one choked with vermin. Use the cannons in Felsoul Hold and blast those vile Felbats. The Legion landed right on our doorstep, and Ellison simply let them in. Disgusting. Strike at Felsoul Hold. Show the Legion that some of us are not so easily broken.
Some so-called salvage team is ransacking Azuma's coastline, working on behalf of Mr. Shackle. Just because Shackle is useful in some places doesn't mean I have to tolerate this. Show them that piracy doesn't pay here in Azuma.
The Summer Festival of Fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
My first home.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Feel free to explore and have a look at the plots available. Speak to the steward to learn more about the process of becoming a homeowner or if you wish to create your own neighborhood.
Objectives. Familiarize yourself with the neighborhood and its residents, and then find a place to build a house.
What would you like?
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome home. It would be my pleasure.
I do enjoy a good stroll about town. Let's see what plots are available. And if you have any questions or find your options are too limited, please speak with me. Here's to new beginnings.
Are you having any...
So many possibilities.
Housewarming. Kirin Tor scholars have argued for centuries over the semantics of it.
What would you like?
Already purchased this plot, but there may be some recourse if you wish to speak with me on it.
Midsummer Festival of Fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
Day to you.
Tiergard said,
look always to the sea.
Drustvar are under attack from the Coven's forces. Drive the witches back.
Someone in this cave is mining azurite from the world's open wounds. Put a stop to it.
What can I do for you?
day, dear.
The Summer Festival of Fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter.
Warm wishes to...
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the Xal'Atath's flame.
Farewell!
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the Raging Shore's flame.
What brings you?
Own around Flames Flame Guardian. Midsummer Bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the own around Flames Flame.
Oh, hello.
Azure Span Flame Guardian.
The skies are swarmed with pests. Could you fly through and clear them out?
We protect the Isles. Glory to
What brings you here?
Midsummer.
Where have you come from? Don't forget to take...
Welcome! See you
Xal'atath
soon!
Tavern Flame Guardian.
Our enemies will fall.
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the spires of the racked flame.
The Naru have not forgotten us. The Legion's end draws near.
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the Delator flame.
Strength!
Midsummer bon.
What you want?
The summer festival of fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the king, but what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands.
Hello.
I'll
see you soon.
Midsummer bonfire.
Someone didn't get the message. These are earthen resources. Mission accomplished. Thank you for doing what needed to be done.
Ask where I got it!
Renowned with the assembly of the deep.
You need it? I got it. I'll bring back
Time is money, friend.
Midsummer bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the roaring deep's flame.
Cobus infest the Hungering Pool and attack our people. Cleanse the pool of their filth.
The orphans of Merodar have been asking to play with you again. I
Power
think they'd
Fall Flame
appreciate
Guardian.
it if you visited them.
Midsummer Bonfire. Honor the flame. Honor the Powerfall Flame.
In hardship, kindness.
Renowned with flames radiant.
We are the seekers of light.
Who you'll be.
Honor the flame. Midsummer.
The Summer Festival of Fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the Kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter.
Yay! Yeah!
Honor the flame.
Bye for now.
Horde bonfire.
How are you?
Safe
travels.
Horde bonfire.
You need something? See
Southern
you
Bear.
around.
Horde bonfire. Honor the flame. Port bonfire.
Listening.
Honor the flame. Port bon. Port bon. Port bon.
What brings you?
Honor the flame. Horde bonfire. Horde bonfire.
Hello. See
Stone
you later.
demons have taken our scrolls and turned themselves into beasts. We have dispelling scrolls, but you will need to get close enough to use them. Watch out!
Port bunks. Port bunks.
With perseverance,
Lord
strength.
Mark. Feeding the flame.
Champion, the Sunwell holds for
We shall not falter.
Silvermoon.
Silvermoon prospers.
poisonous flower is dangerous, no matter how beautiful. This poison serves no purpose beyond destruction. Ever true, especially against the Rutani.
Anu Belore Delana. Glory to the Sindorai.
Honor the flame. Midsummer bond.
travelers have no place in Eversong. Let the ashes of their shipments deliver the message.
Shadow fell, hard.
I never relish the death of a fellow elf. Well, not this time.
The sheer power. Perhaps the Rendori are onto something after all.
There are rogue Vilebranch attempting to sneak into Eversong. Locate the source of their magic and root them out. Eversong nor the Amani will tolerate attempts to undermine the treaty. Well done.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Midsummer Festival of Fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune but what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption.
Stealing Thunder Bluff's flame.
You're practically glowing. Void Elf. What do you have there?
Here there.
Unless I miss my guess, this fire has been taken from the cliffs of Thunder Bluff. How it sinks with the power of the spirits. You are quite the thief, Anian. Take this as just payment for your skill. Now, if only we had the flames of all 4 cities.
Up with you.
Stealing Orgrimmer's flame.
You're practically glowing, Void Elf. What do you have there?
Talk to me.
What's this? Unless I'm mistaken, this flame has been taken from the heart of Orgrimmer itself. The fierce hearts of the orcs and trolls are reflected in its searing heat. What a fine addition to our collection. How brave you are, stealing into the enemy's lair to retrieve the sacred flame. I wonder what power lurks in the other cities.
Be good.
Earthen Ring Elder.
Give up.
Midsummer Celebrant.
I have the
Have you
finest
danced at the
flowers
ribbon
in the
hole
land.
yet?
See you soon.
Makra!
Over
Strength!
the flame. Deep hole flame.
Well,
Merlud Stonebinder.
Deathwing's entry into our world opens the way to deep hole. Rebuilding the world pillar is the only way to stabilize the river.
The summer festival of fire has long been a time of revel and good fortune for the kingdom of Stormwind. But what was once a season of celebration became a chapter of paranoia and darkness for the people in these lands. Long ago, at the height of Midsummer celebrations, the northern mountains of Redridge were shattered by a catastrophic eruption. Most of northern Redridge and its resource-rich territories lost, paranoia and fear set in around Stormwind, and soon many celebrations fell out of practice. Through great tenacity, the people of Lakeshire were the first to rebuild and rekindle the summer celebration, choosing to honor the spirit of fire, not fear it.
Greetings! Alrighty then!
By their neighbour's celebration, the people of Brightwood would soon set ablaze their own blossom lights and rekindle their region's festival.
You need something?
They say the summer winds carried these lights into the haunted canyon of Deadwind Pass, bringing a flicker of hope to the kingdom's darkest places. In later seasons, the people of Westfall and Elwyn joined their neighbors in reigniting the festival.
Hello. See you around.
Like Everstill, the rivers of these regions were dotted with blossom lights, and in time, the once abandoned festival returned to all corners of the kingdom. Although humanity's celebration of summer predates even the kingdom of Throm, it was their kinship with the dwarves that inspired many customs still practiced today. That while many descendants of King Thoradin migrated south by sea, those who travelled by land were guided through Cosmodan by Wildhammer bonfires during the dwarven festivals of fire. Though the dwarven festivals of fire were celebrated by all clans in the ages before the War of Three Hammers, the Dark Iron clan paid a heavy toll for summoning the Fire Lord. After breaking free from the Fire Lord's chains, the Dark Iron clan have once again embraced their faith in the flame and reverence for the element that flows through their veins. In fact, since the dawn of Dwarvenkind, fire has played a crucial role in the shaping and forging of our people. For the Bronzebeard, a tool of industry and trade.
I'll see you around.
Horde bonfire. Desecrate this fire. Desecrate the Horde's Badlands bonfire.
For the Dark Irons, a weapon to wield and master. And for the Wildhammer, the flicker of flame was our tool for survival in the rugged mountains of Cosmodan. Come, share a story.
Ignite the skies, southern eastern kingdoms. For many generations, midsummer bonfires have ignited the summer skies throughout the human lands and beyond. But even before the kingdom of Stormwind was founded, we dwarves dotted these hills with our festivals of fire. It is said our first united midsummer happened by sheer wandering chance during one particularly hot summer long ago. But that, my friend, is another tale. Care for another flight?
Fly high!
Ignite the skies, northern eastern kingdoms. Have you heard the tale of the wild sages and their summer star? No? Well, you're in for quite the treat. This story will take you on a journey that follows the path the Wild Hammer Elders once traveled many moons ago. Take to the skies and ignite the blossom lights as I tell the tale. Our journey begins here in the hills of Loch Modan. Objectives: ignite the skies over northern eastern kingdoms.
Long before the humans established Stormwind, the dwarves of Cosmodan honored the elements of fire through a festival and revelry. At the start of summer, dwarves of all clans would gather to celebrate around the bonfires. As the Wildhammer hosted the festival in their foothills, the wisest and eldest of their shamans, known to some as wild sages, would tell stories around the bonfires. One such tale told of the origins of the wild sage pilgrimage, carried out at the end of each summer, in the wake of a fiery shooting star.
Watch your back!
Tells of the first wild sages witnessing a brilliant burning streak shooting across the summer night sky. Believing it as an auspicious sign from the spirits of fire, they followed it, climbing high into the mountains of Don Moreau, where they saw it dart to the northeast. Following the star as it illuminated the crags and foothills of Cosmodan, the wild sages watched from afar as it briefly settled over the second highest mountain in the land.
Great to meet you.
As an important natural landmark for the Wild Sage yearly pilgrimage, this mountain would later house the great Wildhammer fortress of Grim Batal. The Wild Sages followed the star over rolling hills and vast riverlands under open skies. A journey through lands rich with elemental spirits, another auspicious sign.
How are ya? Safe travel?
It is said that the pilgrims even witnessed the great star dancing among the thunderstrikes atop the northernmost mountain in these highlands. As the star swept northwest across the sea, the Wild Sages crossed the narrow channel into the human lands, where they found another celebration on the way. Having already established trade with Cosmodan, the ancient humans were quick to welcome the exhausted pilgrims into their midsummer celebrations. Learned the maypole dances, and the dwarves taught the Arathi how to weave blossom lights. Both races shared in their stories and customs under the warm summer skies.
Hello. Safe travels.
King's honor, friend.
Cider me.
Light bless you.
Hey there. How are you? Safe travel.
Horde bonfire. Desecrate this fire. Desecrate the Horde's Arati Highlands bonfire.
Around the bonfire, the Arathi elders spoke of the dwarves' star, and how this elemental spirit and others like it made its home in the untamed valley to the north. Continuing their journey, the wild sages passed into the valley, where they set their eyes upon majestic winged creatures soaring high in the sky.
Got my attention.
On ember-lit wings, circling high above the tallest peak of the land, the wild sages saw their star, like a glittering torch in the summer sky. Gather round the fire.
Ignite this. Welcome. Midsummer's journey to the Barrens. Although we have our own traditions during this time, we are not the only ones who pay respects to the spirits of fire during the summer months. If you wish to hear the origins of the Tauren traditions, travel to Kalimdor to continue your journey. Objectives. Journey to the Tauren celebration grounds in the Barrens.
Hey there. Have a good one.
Horde Hordes on fire. Desecrate this fire. Desecrate the Horde's highest hordes on fire.
You need something?
Side or me?
Safe travels.
got my attention.
Festival.
How are you?
Stealing the Undercity's flame.
You're practically glowing, Void Elf. What do you have there?
Here there.
What a strange fire. It is subdued, merely smoldering, but the heat is intense. And you received this from the Undercity, you say? Fascinating. With the flames of all 4 cities, who knows what we could accomplish?
Watch, get her back.
Stealing Silvermoon's flame.
You're practically glowing, Void Elf. What do you have there?
Talk to me.
What a glorious fire. You received this from Silvermoon, you say? Unbelievable. With the flames of all 4 cities, who knows what we could accomplish?
Be good. What's on your
The
mind?
Thief's Reward. Festival Lore Master.
You've proven yourself today, Anian. While I have little else to give you, I do have this crown, a fitting gift for a conqueror. May it light your way.
Off with you.
Light be with you. Farewell.
Great to meet you!
Safe travels.
Good day to you.
Salutations!
Board
Need help?
Cider me. War does
Go
not...
with honor.
Hordes on fire. Desecrate this fire. Desecrate the hordes blasted fire.
How are you? See you later.
What's on your mind?
Fiery... Midsummer's journey to the Barrens.
Did Eve Firebeard send you? Well then welcome, Void Elf, to our Midsummer celebrations. Care to hear our tale?
Sun, guide your path.
Ignite the skies, Northern Kalimdor.
Midsummer is the time to reflect and a time to tell stories by the bonfire. One such story is the tale of the Sun Blossom ritual and how this offering to Enshi first came to be. Our journey will take us through Northern Kalimdor, into territories beyond the lands of the Shu Halo. If you wish, take to the skies of Kalimdor and ignite the blossoms as I tell the tale. Our story begins in the Western Barrens.
Objectives. Ignite the sun blossoms in the skies over Northern Kalimdor.
Long ago, before the Sun Blossom ritual was practiced, the Tauren tribes would journey to Stone Town to celebrate Midsummer. During one particularly hot summer, as the sun blazed and the crops wilted, the elders pondered on how to appease Enshi. Perhaps a bundle of sun blossoms will appease him, one suggested. An offering to the sun was needed. When ignited, sun blossoms would soar upwards in the warm summer rings. But with the sun high in the sky, the blossoms would not reach. Perhaps we should offer them from the highest mountain, another suggested. When the elders had agreed, a few select chosen would journey north to the highest peak in the land to make the offerings. But such a journey involved entering the moonlit lands of the Kaldori. Although the Kaldori and Tauren kept an amicable distance, the elven priestesses granted our request and guided us through their lands. Our first resting point was at the shrine of the Wisp Mother. Here, we shared our stories of Enshi with the Kaldori. As the summer pilgrims continued further into Kaldori lands, they stopped to rest in the once green Iron Tree Woods. There, the ancients of the forest welcomed them with shade and shelter from the scorching heat.
Honor the flame.
May the storm.
Well met.
Ziderme.
Go with honor, friend. King's honor, friend.
Ziderme. From these shores,
Be careful.
The pilgrimage continued with a detour into the Grove of Moonglade, home of Cenarius, the Forest Lord. Cenarius saw wisdom in the Tauren reaching out to Anshe, and granted them shelter and the cool waters of his glade as respite. Cenarius advised them to seek the Mistress of the Skies atop the Great Mountain, as they would need her boon to bring their offerings into the skies. Pressed on, they found even the cold alpine forests of Winterspring had felt the blaze of the sun overhead.
Desecrate this fire. Desecrate the portion of the fire.
Hi, how are you?
Aviana was a goddess of winds and wild, and this was not a land the Tauren usually ventured to. Rarely risk journeying so high up these slopes. Yet I see the selflessness of your purpose. May these winds carry your blossoms high above. is said that as the pilgrims descended the waterways into the red forests below, the blaze of Anshe seemed to dissipate. Anshe was now sated, and the Tauren tribes agreed to carry out this ritual journey at the start of every midsummer. As the Sun Pilgrims traversed the river's south, they wondered, had it truly been the offerings of the blossoms themselves that had appeased Anshe, or had it been the selflessness of their effort that brought relief to the heat-scorched lands of Kalimdor? What brings you to my fire?
Ignite the skies, Northern Kalimdor.
This important journey would soon become a yearly pilgrimage for the tribes of Central Kalimdor. As the summer season approached, and the tribes began to gather near Snowdalen, a chosen few would journey to the highest peak and make offerings to the sun. And she was pleased by this act, and the offering of sun blossoms became pivotal to midsummer celebration.
Anshe's light guide
Ignite the
us.
skies, Southern Kalimdor.
Each year, as tribes from southern and central Kalimdor journeyed to Snowdalen to spend the summer season, the rite of the sun blossoms became common practice. Many saw it as a way to give back to Anshi, who worked tirelessly during this long season. The rite became especially important towards the end of midsummer, as the southern tribes journeyed back home. If you're up for another journey, take to the skies once more, my friend, and listen close.
Objectives. Ignite the skies by flying through the sun blossoms over Southern Kalimdor.
Each year, as the cooler spring days turned to summer, the southern tribes migrated north towards Stone Talon Peak. Even the most resilient of tribes found the blaze of the sun to be daunting in scorching summer months. Flamekeepers would build great bonfires to maintain the light of Anshe during the colder nights. Bonfires would serve as path markers for the southern tribes as they made their way home during the end of midsummer. As the tribes ventured south, some followed the rocky ridges that divided the plains of Mashanshe and the rolling valleys of Mulgore. was a rest stop and hunting grounds for many tribes of central Kalimdor, long before Thunderbluff ever stood. Some tribes returned home to the plains of Mashanshe, as others broke off toward the jungles of Feralis. As a farewell to Anshe in the cooler seasons, these neighboring tribes would celebrate one last Sun Blossom ceremony. Some tribes traversed the jungles, others kept to the steppes and cliffs that divided their territories. This retreat, often known as the Brow of the Sun, served as the final resting point for the tribes who made their home in Thousand Needles. Descended upon Thousand Needles. The tribes here gathered atop the southern bluffs to ignite their blossoms. These tribes paid homage to both wind and fire with their celebration. Although the sands of Tanaris are now an arid wasteland, these once lush lands were home to many Tauren tribes. Some say these tribes were the first to make the pilgrimage north, following the path of the great beasts migrating to cooler pastures.
Honor the flame.
travels.
Can I help you?
Honored.
Alrighty then.
Although the sands of Tanaris are now an arid wasteland, these once lush lands were home to many Tauren tribes. Some say these tribes were the first to make the pilgrimage north, following the path of the great beasts migrating to cooler pastures. Tracing the path of this great summer migration reminds us that even as the light of the sun wanes and the days grow shorter, our path home will always be illuminated by the fires of Anshe. Can I be of aid?
Ignite the skies, Southern Kalimdor.
As summer came to an end, the final offering of sun blossoms were uplifted to the skies. Just as the southern tribes returned to their lands, these offerings served as torches to guide Shi home into a season of rest. Thank you for partaking in these long-forgotten traditions, Anian.
Take flight with honor.
Please state the nature of your request.
What's on your mind? Safe travel. Talk to me. Watch your back.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Yay!